Hey guys, SkittleRampage here. Welcome back to a new video. I do hope you're enjoying your day today. So we're actually going to be checking out Funko's summer sale here, up to 50% off. I like to do videos where I just check out Funko's sale and see if it's actually a good sale and maybe if we want to pick up a thing or two. Also, I feel like I'm really overexposed in front of this window. I'm trying to figure out the lighting and all that for future videos on the computer and all that because normally we're back there. Also, not much to see in the background right now, still setting things up. But we do have the Spider-Man collection. We're going to be setting up this shelf eventually, Dragon Ball shelf and all that, so stay tuned for that. But for now, let's go ahead and jump into the sale, and we're going to see if it's worth it. Alrighty, so we are now on the Funko site here. As you can see, site-wide summer sale up to 50% off for fan rewards. So what does fan rewards mean exactly? Basically, you need to have an account to be able to shop this sale. A lot of people are getting confused about that. Let me move over my camera. So you click over here, or you see this where it says like fan rewards up here. You just click on that. It'll tell you to join. You create an account and you will see the sale. If not, if you're logged out, you won't be able to see this screen at all. That's where people are getting confused. With that being said, though, let's go ahead and shop the collection here. So as you can see, lots of things already on sale. There's a lot of anime on sale too. Some really great deals right off the bat. Well, okay, there's a couple. So we have the Nami with White Hobby Horse at 50% off. I think that's pretty good. I think 35 was kind of taxing for this just because it's a smaller figure in that box, similar to the Buggy Deluxe on Throne that we got. Or was it Deluxe? Or probably a Deluxe. But anyways, it was a super small pop. It could fit in a 4-inch box. So I would say this is more appropriately priced on sale. We have some of the newer ones from the Marine Ford set, like Luffy here, $2 off. For the majority of this sale, you're probably going to see a lot of things 10% off, especially newer things. But there are some pretty decent ones, like 65% off of the Kakazu. We also have Broly Enraged at 50% off. If you're maybe trying to go after that Ivankov chase there, I mean, 10% off is better than nothing, especially if you're buying 6. It saves you a little bit of money. Right here, we have the Tourist Stitch exclusive on sale, 50% off. That's not bad. Sandworm is pretty good. Oh, speaking of Buggy here, they discounted even more than last time. I think last time it was around 50% off, and then now it's 64% off. But $12.60 for that, I think is pretty good if you guys want to pick that up. Over here, we have the Yuji Itadori with paint can, part of the Graffiti Battle set, $4.50. That's a pretty good deal if you're looking to collect that set, get a little cheaper. It is a cool mold. It was unnecessary to make, but it's a cool mold. Pooh with gift. I mean, you could buy an early little Christmas gift or whatever for somebody or a birthday gift. Oh, that's kind of a bummer for anybody who went after that chase and it went on sale shortly after. I'd be a little upset about that because $50 is already crazy expensive for those. We got the soda disc display caps. I mean, for Funko sodas, they don't even sell the product anymore. But I guess honestly, they should just clearance these out. 10% off is a joke, especially when you discontinue the product. You know, these should be like $2, $3 just to get them out. Ooh, I wanted Kuma too. I did see that this one was on sale. I will take 50% off because $20 was really high because they put it in that pop protector like situation. Still think this should have been a 6-inch pop. He is a huge character, but if we can get some of the Marine Ford series characters we were looking for on sale, that's good. Okay, so this is where it gets to be a crazy bummer, and I really hope people took my advice when this one restocked and did not buy it at full price. 64% off, $12.60, especially if you were going after that glow chase. It pays to wait, especially on these deluxe ones at $35. A lot of people do not want to pay that higher price point for some of these things, especially when they're tiny in that box. Oh my gosh, that irritates me so much. Like, I'm seeing some decent stuff, but like, compared to like Kuma, where that was 50% off, that's like something I really wanted. You know, I'm just seeing a lot of 10%, 20%, a couple 50%, like this diecast. All the diecast should be 50% off. They're just not selling. Concept art Stitch. I think it's really cool, but at the same time, I wasn't expecting a sellout on something like this just because, you know, nobody was looking for concept art Stitch. Kind of going through a couple of these pages. I don't think I'll go through all 106. I just want to go like, 10, 20 minutes just going over the sale, seeing what's available. Toothless here, that's, 10% off's not bad, especially since the movie hasn't come out yet. I'm sure once the movie comes out, something like this will probably sell out. Some of the Wizards are on sale, 20% off. That's not too terrible. Deluxe Chainsaw Man, 50% off. That's a really cool mold. I think that's worth $15. Okay, so I may have just found one of the best deals so far. Madara Susanoo here at $20. It's a crazy mold. There's a lot of detail in it. I know people have their issues with it, but $20 is kind of crazy. Also, if you don't know, we got a brand new Sasuke version. pop it up on the screen for you guys. It's also going to be $40 at SDCC, shared with GameStop, but $20, that's not bad. That's pretty good in my opinion. Oh man, I really want the Susanos, but they don't match the other sizes of the other ones, so it's like I need to pass on it for that reason. Wasn't a fan of these new hoodies. Like, they're okay. I don't like the drawstrings or whatever those are called. Whatever, I don't know the technical term for it, but I don't like the strings for it. I don't like the logo on it. It just looks cheap and just ugly. Even the Marvel Rivals pops, I'm surprised, are on sale right now. That's not bad. This should, no. That's a terrible sale because this is still in stores at Target. They can't even sell it. You can't even sell it. This should be 50% off. Absolutely. I might have bought it at 50% off. I won't lie. Jumbo Tanjiro, $20. I would take advantage of that deal if you're looking for the 10-inch Demon Slayer pops. Oh, I thought that was a glow. I was about to say, why is that back? Good Lord. Galacta here. 20% off. Okay. Okay, $5 off. She's a really cool mold. Saskia cat ears, $10. It should have been a $15 exclusive, not forced with that stack. Anyways, $17.50 is a pretty good price. It's a really cool mold in person. So I would say that's a pretty good deal. Though it's also been in stock for a while, so I think $10, $12 would be better, given you can't sell it. Okay, so I want to switch things up and go to the under $10 section here, just to see what, is truly the best things on sale of what's like, big discounts. So it's kind of weird. It says 50% off sale, but there's some 70% stuff mixed in here, so they just must be on sale in general. I'm gonna skip a few pages here because we probably saw some of this stuff. Muscle Mouse at $5.25, you could get 3 of them for the original price, essentially, or like at least 2 of them. If you want to complete the wives, $5.25 is not bad. I actually like this Unmasked Batman. I think that looks pretty cool. $5, that's not bad. Exorcist, if you're a fan. Naruto, $4.20, can't beat that. Let's see here. Okay, I'm seeing some older pops. Black Clover, if you're looking to pick up some random ones you need. There's some Yu-Gi-Oh! On sale. Okay, so there's a lot of $4 pops in here. Winged Kuribo, that's pretty cool. I think the wings are detachable on that one too, which is pretty neat. So yeah, they're, as long as you shop around in the sale, I think it's pretty decent overall. But a lot of these pops are, the less desirable ones that have been sitting here for a while. So $4 isn't bad, genuinely. 65-70% off. I think that's pretty good. It's decent. This is just a lot of older stuff, so it's kind of expected to be around $4. Okay, so I feel like we went through a majority of the sale. I want to dip into the anime section here really quickly just to see if there's anything else I need. So we have Yamato Man Beast form, 50% off. That's pretty good. It's a great mold. Genius Jester is a really cool mold in person too. I think $10 is worth it. The Gojo Prison Realm pop I think could be on a better sale. I think around like $15 to $18. I think more people would be inclined to buy it just because it's small. It's very small in that deluxe box, but it is a really cool, or premium box, excuse me, not deluxe, but it's a really cool mold. Like, the mold itself is really awesome. It's just tiny, and I think a lot more people would buy it at a little bit of a cheaper price. So Akaten, it's a great mold, definitely worth around the $15 mark. Am I seeing anything else? This mystery mini set is not selling anywhere. It's still in stock at Entertainment Earth and other places, so I think these should be clearance out to like $3 each, and I think it'd sell better. This should be on a lower sale. It's a cool moment, but it's been in stock for so long. Just clearance it out at like $10, and I think you could sell some decent ones. Same this. I think $5-10 just to get them gone. Otherwise, you're gonna have to liquidate them. It's not selling anywhere near $40. Hot Topic clearance it out to $10 at one point. It's just not, $20 is not going to sell it. In my opinion, anyways, people might feel differently. Okay, so I know I went over a lot of anime in this video just because I have a lot of anime fans here, but I also wanted to go over a couple more categories just for a few more minutes before we end off the video. So, action, adventure, comic and superheroes, and then horror. Those are some of the categories I picked, but you can also look at this sale yourself on the website and, go through the whole thing. So, for this, we have the Funko Fusion thing at $4.50, exclusive for $4. Can't beat that. Some of the new Brave New World pops. Those are about 50% off. Lady Deadpool there. What else we got? We got the Killer Clowns. What are those? The Valentine's Day ones. 50%, 30%. Why wouldn't they be the same sale? Didn't they drop at the same? That's so weird to have 130, one. Okay. whatever. Scar King here at 72% off from 35%. Not bad. You want to go after that Glow Chase, 10% off, save a little money. We got some biddies. What else we got? What else we got? Beetlejuice. Oh, no, that should be on a bigger sale. The mystery box thing has always been fun to me. Usually it's only 10% off, 10 or 20%. So you're saving 50 cents off of something that you might not even want. That just doesn't seem worth it by any means. What else? Ghostface there if you want, an updated Ghostface for $6. Fantastic Four Spider-Man here. Maybe when the movie drops, that might be a little more popular. If you happen to be a Wolverine and Sabretooth fan, they have the 2-pack here at 65% off. I think $10 for 2 pops is pretty good. Same with the Batman and Joker here. The new Superior Spider-Man, really cool in person. I picked that one up for myself a while back. I paid full price, unfortunately. Oh, we got 1977 Spider-Man. Target's having a tough time selling this. This should be like 70%, not 70%, maybe more like 30%, I think would be better. This is a pretty cool one. Old pop, though. What do we got? Wednesday here. I am actually not shocked this is not on a bigger sale. 30% I think is pretty good, especially with Wednesday, the newest season, being like teased and all that and coming out relatively soon. I think Wednesday products are going to start, going crazy again. Ooh, Clark Kent. I do actually need this one, now that I think about it. I don't know. Might pass for now. I like I said, I still got to figure out all my shells, but eventually I will get it. Turtle 4-pack. If this glowed in the dark, Amazon would have gotten so many more pre-orders. Literally, if it glowed in the dark, it would have sold much better than it probably already did. I think it sold pretty decently, but a glow multi-pack here would have been amazing. 10% is not enough. I think that needs to be like 30 or 40% off. Kite Man here, 50% off for a pop premium. I think that's pretty good. Batman on Rooftop, 10%. Relatively new pop in the last few months, and it's Batman with the animated series. It's usually popular, so it's probably selling okay. They still have Shazam pops? What in the world? Comic cover here. These are hit or miss at Target. Some are really popular, some aren't. Couple horror pops down here. We have the Nun Levitating for $8. It's pretty cool. Hannibal Lecter is Guard. 50% off the Crooked Man. Really cool mold in person, even though I'm not a big horror guy. Moment of Chucky and Tiffany. If you're a Chucky fan, only $20. You can't really beat that. Let's see, Superman cover. I don't expect too many Superman things to be on sale right now with the movie right around the corner. All right, we'll do a couple more pages here. Chucky, 10% off. Not surprised. Venom here, Eddie Brock. Green Goblin cover at $15. I think that's pretty good. Ooh, this is a pretty good sale. Batman in the Batcave moment here with Joker all over the screen. $12.60. That's pretty good for a pop that big. I like that sale. Batman in the Batmobile at $10.50. That's also pretty good. Could be better. I don't think it's selling great on Amazon. A couple Godzilla pops on sale. Some of the Boys pops look to be on sale. Shaun of the Dead. I think it could be a better sale. This is a great pop. I'm not much of a Scarlet Witch fan, like in terms of collecting stuff, but I think that's a pretty good price. It was just unnecessary to begin with, so I'm surprised it's not lower. Okay, so to recap the sale at the end here, I got to checkout, and I was looking at the 3 pops I did actually pick up, and they came out to $52.08 still after the sale. Kuma being the best one here at 50% off. I think $10 was a great sale. Garp, only at $2 off, especially for something that's not selling out. Sakazuki, he's new. I wouldn't really expect him to be on a big sale, but basically I'm still paying around, if you factor in shipping or even if you take out shipping, I'm essentially still paying about $15 per pop. So basically the regular retail price they would have been on Funko 2-3 months ago, before they factored in this new price increase. I don't even know if I want to check out, I don't know if that's just me being cheap or what, but it's just like, it still doesn't feel like a sale because it's just back to what it was a couple months ago before they increased the prices. So I don't know. I'm going to think about it, and I might do a video in the future where I, unbox these pops. If not, maybe I'll wait a little longer to see if I can get them a little cheaper. A couple more dollars off is, money saved is money saved. So how I feel about the sale overall, there's a couple good things I found. Like the Nami was really good. I think the Madara was really good at 50% off, but the rest is just kind of like, you got some older pops at $4. That's pretty cool if you need those pops. Most people have already bought those pops by now. So that's not really attractive to them, if that makes sense, at $4 anymore, because they've already paid full price a year ago. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's one of Funko's best sales. I've definitely seen better, but there's it's a decent sale. I really can't say it's more than that. Anyways, though, that pretty much recaps this video. Again, I like doing these videos just kind of like reviewing Funko's sale, seeing if it's actually a good deal for you guys to check out. That's going to be everything from me, though, in today's video. I do want to say a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon-only Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And finally, make sure to follow me on all my social medias at SkittleRampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page, so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.